Um, let's see. Up. Yeah, I guess it works now. Wishing you a wonderful welcome from the Netherlands, and happy to see all your beautiful faces. And I was just talking about my altar. Well, Sharon showed me her candles, and well, I'm ready. I have my candle here, and I said, yeah, I'm ready too. So I'd love to show you the altar to introduce you into my sacred space, which I love to do. So, so please enjoy. This is the down altar for the 4 sacred directions and the non-cardinal directions and the medicine wheel. And up there is the candles for the Divine Mother. So above and below are connected. And let's see. Yeah, it works. So I'd love to set space with you. So please make yourself comfortable, and we will open up the circle.
Angelique, I've unmuted everyone, which also muted you, so you can unmute.
Yeah, okay. So I can unmute if I can, the participants as well. Okay, that's good. And I can also ask you to unmute, can't I? I mean, you can also unmute. Yeah, okay. So I am ready. Please close your eyes if you're ready to do so. And take a deep breath. And just by breathing out, just releasing the energies which you don't need anymore. And feel yourself sitting, your body, feel your bones and your connection to the Mother Earth. So I'm praying to the Mother Earth, beloved Mother. This is your daughter speaking. And I humbly invite your beauty and your guidance into this world tonight. We are here into this beautiful circle of sisters, sisterhood from all over the world, which is so very, very connected and beautiful. I'm grateful and honored to be here tonight. And I humbly love to welcome you here. And I also invite the tech team and the PTO and the guardians, and to really invite you to be working in a sacred space for the highest good. We are here together to journey and to find our answers and visions necessary to set a next step on our path. We humbly are open to receive any answers and any visions, all which is there from the other worlds to come closer and near to us, to make us understand and to make us feel ready for a next step. We are here and we are also praying for the world and everyone who needs support and guidance and love, because there are so many people who are ill or sick or distracted. And we pray that they all may find their ways and also walk in beauty for the highest good and for the Divine Mother. I'm also asking to be here and welcome all angels and archangels, especially Michael. And I humbly invite you to be with us tonight. Praying our elders and ancestors will be there for our answers and guidance. And so we be grounded into the Mother Earth and grounded into the Father Sky, Father, Mother Sky. May we walk in beauty and may we be present tonight and forever and ever and ever. Aho. So please open up your space and yourself, your heart, and stay in your own environment. And when you're ready, you can unmute yourself because we are going to make a little round and make yourself visible for the spirit world and for ourselves and each other by telling your names. So which is on my screen, I start with Sharon because you're sitting next to me. And I humbly invite you to welcome yourself into this world, into this space.
Thank you, Angelique. Thank you for this beautiful space. Sharon Raji Maynard on Whidbey Island, state of Washington. And I am just noticing the acceleration of what would be called, I think, transition, especially that which is beneficial and expansive, even as the old constrictions are being seen more visibly. So I'm grateful to be together, holding the outcome of good. Shall I tag around?
Yeah, what I forgot, if there's anyone who wants to put anyone into the circle for healing and love, please do so. And also, if there's a word you want to adjust to the circle for this center into the circle, please do so as well.
Thank you. And I have 10 that I'd like to put into the circle to ask that they be held. And I guess my word would be vitality. Audrey.
Hi, I'm Audrey, and I'm from Northeast PA. And today I bring in adventure, and I'm bringing 8 people and 4 intentions, please. And I take Cinda.
I'm Cinda, south of Portland, Oregon, and I bring in maternal love, and I would like to put into a circle one person specifically and all who are associated with her. And I will tag Sushila.
Sushila Mertens from Nevada City, California. And I will bring in, I don't know how many there are, six women. And the idea of openness to bringing in what's coming, what we desire. And I'll call on Arlie.
Hi, I'm Arlie in New Zealand. I would like to bring in 8 people, and I would like to bring in strong healing energies. And I will call on Linda.
So I'm Linda Savage from San Diego, California. We're getting finally the heat. And I have 2 people who are actually a couple that I want to bring into the circle. And I want to bring in compassion. Oh, let's see. How about Sharon?
Thank you. I'm Sharon from Colorado, and I would like to bring in the energies of opening, releasing, and clearing. Where we are clearing out our house, and it's hard. That's something that's hard for me to do, and it feels refreshing. And I think it makes space for so many more things. So that's great. I'd also like to bring 12 people into the circle with 2 intentions, please. Thank you. And I call on Kelly.
Hello, Kelly here in Portland, Oregon. And I would like to bring in the glory of creation. And I'd like to put one person in a circle. I am complete. Angelique, it gets back to you.
Sorry, Kelly, I didn't hear how many people you want to put in.
One, please.
One.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all so very much. So, what I first love to share is that I have been for a little retreat. I just came home yesterday night, and we have been in a convent, a little convent, and there is this amazing, beautiful church, which has been built in the beginning of past century, in the time of the Art Deco and Jugendstil period, and it's an amazing church. I've never seen such beauty altogether. And for I am not a religious person, but I believe in many, many higher realms and everything which is for the highest good. But I don't follow a special religion. Although we have followed the mass last Sunday, and it was a female pastor, which I was very pleased about. And she was offering this this mass, which was all about healing for the earth, healing for everyone, healing for humanity, healing for the poor, healing for everyone who needs healing, which was so beautiful, because also in my private life, I'm working with the clan mothers, and also the clan mother, she who heals, is in this month present. So I was amazed about the synchronicity again, because there's so much synchronicity in our worlds now. And this is also when I'm in this circle with you together, that I can feel that we are so connected and there's so much synchronicity. So we don't need to live close by. We can just feel the vibrations everywhere. This was feeding the soul, what we did over the past days, and it was beautiful. And I will also share some photos which I took from this interior of the chapel and of the church, because I guess it is yeah, there's so much love and peace. And the way the people have built this church and created the beauty and the frescoes inside, which is really amazing. There is an altar for Mother Mary, and it's totally golden mosaic. And well, it took my breath away. It's so much love and so much care. So this was beautiful. And then I came home and I was preparing for the circle I had today, a grandmother circle. And tonight for you sisters, you guys. And tomorrow I work, and then we are leaving again for a week. And we go to Drenthe, to the sacred stones, to pray and to bring a visit to the sacred lands over there. And I do this because, well, I'm used to do this always, but now I do it because I had a hard time over the past months, and I am really recuperating, as I say that. Is it okay? I'm recuperating and refinding a deeper level in my soul, so that I can reconnect to the Mother Earth on a deeper level and do the work where I am here for. And it requires also deep healing. So this is where I am at the moment, in a place of healing for myself. And I'm so grateful that it's not only for me, but for the world and for all of humanity, and for everyone, that there is healing coming towards us, which I am receiving and able to share with you as well tonight. So this is where I am. And I would love to hear from you, popcorn style, I love that word. One by one, if you love to share where you are at in a place in your moment in this time in your world. So please feel free to open up and share a little bit before we go on a journey.
Yeah, this is Sharon. I'm finding that the new information that's changing everything I knew to something more than I knew is really exciting, and it's taking a lot just to stay upright. And grateful for my classes and circles who are holding me and not requiring that I be on top right now in every moment. And I'm also really appreciative of smaller groups that are finding the information and are asking specifically for what you guys have been working with for a long time. So I'm just watching that and appreciative of the stability that I get from this community, this circle, and excited for what's coming. Thank you.
Thank you. Do I have to unmute or do you do it yourself? I mean, do I have to do it? So,
Linda, you unmuted and then you muted again. So do one more click of your unmute.
Okay, is this good? I got confused about which one I was on. I've been feeling a little exhaustion because there's so many people that are needing and wanting counsel, essentially. And I can feel the oppression of the women in Afghanistan and other countries where the answer is, let's just move our hatred and push it on us. So, but I am praying every morning still in my guardian circle and adding this request to protect the women and children, you know, and that's where I am.
thank you.
I just, moments before I came on, I finished with a client that I'm guiding through the 7 days of grace. And we were on day 3, which was claiming the matriarchal role in her life and in herself. And which is why I brought in maternal love. And then I brought her and everyone impacted by her into the circle, because I am in such awe of the work. You know, when we show up and we commit ourselves to the process, whatever it might be, and when there are those who are so willing and ready to do what it takes to heal and to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. And for me, what I was also guided in the ritual for the first time to take the time travel option, Sharon, that you taught us. And when she claimed the matriarchal role, I had her go back and time travel and bring that maternal love, that powerful love to herself throughout her life where it had been neglected. And it was so powerful. And I just said, wait for it, because it's catching up to you. It's catching up to you. That moment when you visited your past self. And I said, you might even dream of that moment when you were in the hospital bed alone, where you had a visitation or you felt a visitation and you felt surrounded by a love that was so powerful. And who knows, maybe it was you from the future. It was so extraordinary. And But I know from the work that Sharon has guided us through, especially with the time travel or the work that we do in this circle, that it is effective when we go back in time. And so I'm swimming in this. This is beautiful. Thank you, Angelique, for giving us an opportunity to share.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So,
I'll share. So this has been an interesting cycle, and I have to say probably 19 months inward, and just came out of the egg a couple days ago for my first kind of social gatherings, and it's like a new world. It was kind of fragile, and feel like I'm feeling my way through the material world again and how to get from here to there. However, what I've been noticing is that my main life word is balance, and it does feel like things have been balancing. And I have to say that the men that I've worked with over the past months and yesterday, I am witnessing such beautiful growth or opening to authentic male men that are, it just blows me away that as we did our work, the men are ready to begin and open and just be in their full potential human, spiritual, loving hearts. It blowing me away. So welcome, men.
yeah. Yeah, welcome. Thank you.
So I've been out in the world of creation, of course, and thinking of the numbers, and it's leading me to the creation of, I'm just going back and looking at gematria and all these numbers that I've been seeing for so long, and what the story is that they're actually showing me. So I'm all the way back into Babylonian and Chaldean and the ciphers and all these other things. And it's fascinating to me, absolutely fascinating, how everything comes back to math, how it all comes back to a number. And I just love it. It just lights me up when I see it. It's like, oh my God, that's it. Oh my gosh, that's it again. And it's just like this universal law, right? And it's just this clicking, 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 clicking. So I'm in my own little world of the gloriousness of all of it, but how the answers are right there, and how it's just this amazing little divine. I know not everything out there feels divine by all stretches of the imagination, but it's just from way out there, it's just fascinating. So that's where I'm at. I'm out there just clicking away on these ciphers and doing a deep dive into Judaism and all kinds of Babylonians and all kinds of different, anyway. So it's just really fascinating as they paint the picture for me and the numbers, what actually I get shown is just like, I feel like a little kid in a candy store. I feel like I'm a little person out there with a stick and it's cotton candy, and I can reach over there to that star and I get a really cool spiral, and I can reach over there and it's like, oh my gosh. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. Very abstract as normal, but oh my gosh, just makes me want to weep. So I'm complete. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I will share that I am finding myself walking with one foot into different spaces or states of awareness or experiences of life in the human bodysuit. More and more and more and more do I see the translucent, energetic, spiritual, divine aspect of everything all the time, wherever I am. And it's fabulous. And then there's the laundry and the dog and the husband, and now this remodel of the basement. So everything that we're keeping is coming up into my studio for the next few months, like, I don't know, till the end of the year, or who knows how long. So just sort of a reorganization, but from a different perspective, a reorganization of the material and the physical with this, you know, does any of it really matter? It's just a very interesting time. And to have friends that ask these deep, deep questions about, so yeah, what's your muse? I don't know. I forget what this girlfriend asked this morning on a dog walk. I was like, wow, potent question. And it's just so fun to I don't know, lighten up and not have the boundaries, but then also just to love this body and go in meditation to the cellular and the DNA level and the telomeres, and I don't know, it's good, it's beautiful. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to stay focused, but it's beautiful. And you all are such an important piece of this journey for me. So thank you for that. I am complete.
Thank you, Sharon.
For me, I feel like I'm going through so many changes and awarenesses, and shifting from being a house of like everything and everybody here to just me and my dogs. And I don't know, what's coming up really today is how as a mom, I've had allowances of putting other people first instead of, I don't know, voicing what I want or need. And it's making me realize that it started with my mom, and probably started with my grandmother, and you know, the ancestors are coming in and everything like that. So the mother line is coming in strongly today. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for a change and to move forward with it all, and healing the ancestral lines as I go. So I am grateful for this space. I am complete.
Beautiful. Thank you. So Arlie, do you feel like sharing? Okay. Then I would love to thank you and for sharing so beautiful your inner journeys, your own inner journeys. And yeah, I would love to before we go on the journey, I would love to share a poem with you, and that's from Jamie Sams, and it's from this booklet, Earth Medicine, and it's for every day, a poem or a mantra. And this one is from yesterday, but it's somewhere it's still touching me. So I'd love to share that. And it's called The Aftermath of Battle. In the aftermath of battle, when cruelty has counted coup, and weary hearts are broken and wounds need seeing too, there comes a song of mourning that sings of things that died, the loss of innocence and of trust, killing human dignity and pride. Abuse and shame used as spares can wound every human soul. In the aftermath of this battle, we see the countless human tolls, the malady of human cruelty and what it has done to us all is reason enough for inventing human illness and numbing walls. The final battle of each spirit is in finding the courage to heal. Facing the future with bravery, banishing abuse while learning to feel. Each tangle with these shadows yields a fragment of the whole until we can count the victory over the dark night of the soul. Thank you. So I would humbly like to ask you to close your eyes and feel your body again. And then just breathe. Just breathe. And ask your guardian team to come close. Be with you on this journey. And open up to receive what is needed to come. And we will come back in about 10 minutes from now. And I will open up again. Have a safe journey. So when everyone is about to be ready and have finished the journey, please come back quietly. Mm. So we're all present again. So let's start with Cinda. Is there anything you love to share, Cinda?
So last week, I just was rendered unconscious and I'm really tired. So I was really concerned I would fall asleep, but I didn't. And I just asked Grace to show me where I need to go, what I need to do. And I just sort of, it's sort of like that cartoon where someone flies through the night sky with a blankie. Just kind of, I don't know, it's just, it wasn't very eventful, but it was beautiful. And I traveled. And so I'm sorry, Angelique, I don't have much else to say. It was beautiful, but I'll take Sharon, Reggie, Maine.
Okay, what I decided to do was ask where, you know, where they wanted me to be, and what pattern. They said they wanted me to address a pattern, that manipulation, authority over men, interacting within the male psyche, and what those brothers of, you know, we'll say souls who came into male bodysuits, all of a sudden they realized that there was huge control, and they shut down, their heart energies got shut down, and they begin living out emotional pain, which is not a new understanding for me. So I said, okay, then what, I'm going to go back, time travel again, Cinda, going to go back in time. What was the idea? What idea got inserted? And to be able to watch that group of outsider dominators in their board meeting, if you will, outside of our field, but deciding, coming up with a plan. And the plan was then to destroy, because they owned the male soul and the bodysuit, but there was that powerful heart center that we had put within the blueprint. That heart center energy was above ownership. That energy could go out from our soul in male bodies. They could say where that energy would go. So they had choice as to energy goes into this village, energy goes into this plan. And so they had control over where they sent their energy. And when the outsider recognized that was an opening, then their plan was to crash the heart center, unplug the heart center, which they did. But in this case, seeing their plan, freeze framing it, calling in the PTO so that never got inserted, that energy then taken back to their source, pulling in the tentacles from it and letting, from that point on, which was like 300,000 years ago, from that point, pulling in the energies, no support any longer for the shutting off of men's heart. And so that's what we did. I found that very intriguing. Thank you. I'm complete. What about you, Sushila?
Well, I went to a place of some kind of like eternal flame. And it was kind of, I would name it trust. And to keep it read it, Zoe. to keep it alive was to keep the heart open and to let grief flow through. Like just allow our grief and let go of the grief every day. Don't let it stick inside. So tap it out, shake it out, get it out. Listen and be guided to the actions we need to take. And it finished up with trying to think how to describe this. It's kind of like when you see like a perspective where it starts off wide and it goes to this, like it narrows, and then there was like a square or a rectangle, maybe a square at the end of it. And I am complete. Anybody else ready, or should I just call? How about Audrey?
I'm still processing everything, so I'd like to pass, please. And I call on Arlie, please.
Okay, I walked on my path as usual, only it was a much darker eventide, just past eventide sort of path. And in front of me, a ball of dimmish light appeared, kind of like candlelight. And it reminded me of the decorations that I place on my aura when I want something, kind of like Christmas tree ornaments. And so it's a nice little thing that will attract whatever it is that I want. And then this time, this ornament was to spread opening and the possibility of joy. And I was given the idea of sticking an ornament like this on as part of the healings or EV downloads or whatever body work I'm doing on somebody. And then my rational mind kicked in and I'm thinking, is this ethical? What would be the ramifications of this? And my guide said, give it a rest, and took me away from there. And we walked on and I saw these ornaments becoming bubbles and floating on the wind. And there was a contrast between the Tesla towers, steel and man-made and geometrically shaped, square shaped, and the wires, and these free floating bubbles that seemed to have more autonomy and were riding the wind. There was something about that was really appealing, plus the fact that they're iridescent. So there was a girl blowing bubbles, and in contrast to those towers. And then the earth became surrounded with iridescent bubbles that were hope and grace and love. And the idea that the visualization of blowing these bubbles is just a fun thing to do. So I'm going to think about sticking these sorts of bubbles on auras, possibly inviting the opening of all who come in contact to the person that I have been involved with healing, just offering an opening, or as they float around, to touch the people that they need to touch to offer this thing. So I am complete, and I would like to call on Angelique.
Okay. Thank you, Arlie. I love the bubbles. I see them in kind of rainbow colors as well, it's beautiful, really beautiful. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, they're definitely iridescent rainbow colored bubbles. They're beautiful. You would want one.
Yes, I would. Thank you. My guardian team leads me to a crystal field, a field full of clear quartz crystals, and they were growing and growing, and there are, it is a never-ending field It's full of crystals. And I asked my team, why do you brought me into this landscape? And at the same time, when I asked the question, I knew the answers. And they just laughed. They just were laughing. Yeah, you know why. You don't have to ask that. And I said, yeah, you're right. I know it in my heart. And at the same time, I open up my inner seeing wider, and my understanding more, the understanding of the inner knowing more. And then I come in a never-ending space within myself, and it synchronizes with the outer space of the crystals. So the crystal worlds blend together, and they're coming together, and it's a blinding light within me, which explodes in my spirit, and the crystal become fluid, like as if the blood is going into my veins. The crystal blood is going into my veins and into all veins of everyone, of all human beings. And it is a healing vibe. It is just for healing, meant for everyone. So thank you. And I go to Linda.
Thank you. Beautiful imagery. This time, when I settled in, I actually heard a word, which was water. And so, this is not as clear as, being led by people and talked to, but what I got, well, we all know the importance of water and how important it is to bring clean water to people. And it's extremely healing element. And so I had an image of the 13 indigenous grandmothers and their project of saving the water. That sort of came as a mind thing. But I also had this flash, and it's the first time it's ever happened to me, of I knew it was really far back, was people living in Africa on a savanna, and they're utilizing water as healing agents, as just for everything. It was just this momentary flash, and I felt there was this whole lineage of water protectors, water keepers. That was what I saw. Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
So let's see. Sharon, have you gone?
No, thank you, Linda. So my guides and I flew through a spiraling tunnel of sorts into a different reality or realm that was all light. I guess we would say it was home. It was the energy of all good, flowers everywhere. And as I was transported through this spiraling tunnel, which was sort of horizontalish, maybe slightly inclined, the pieces of my bodysuit flew off, much like, I guess, a rocket ship, when it blasts off, it leaves behind all its pieces. So just merging into this light, into this beautiful, oh my goodness, I will call it home. It's fantastic. And just to keep things brief, what I guess in the end, the summary really was for me, as above, so below. Like, may my life now just mirror that, be that, know that. And it's all about knowing and personal choice and all good. Those were the themes: wake up and remember. So that was my fabulous journey. Thank you. And how about Kelly? And if I may say, I'm so sorry. For some reason, I thought it went till 4, so I'll stay a little bit. I'd like to listen to Kelly, and then I do need to depart on to something else, but thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to take you guys on a journey. All right, so So I kept on hearing the word firmament, and I know that firmament in the Emerald tablets or the cosmology was the waters above. So you have the dome over the earth, and the firmament would be the waters above. That's what it's considered, as waters above, right? So so then basically I was shown like the Venusian man, yeah, the Venusian man, Michael's man, right? That's the Venusian man. And then of course the Star of David, if you will, the Merkaba is over him, because that's the Star of David, is our energetic fields. But then in that, he's encased in the firmament, as above, so below. So it's the egg, so it's Yggdrasil, it's the 9 worlds, it's everything that's contained within. So then we are just our own little world, and it's the waters above. That's our external aspect. It's the waters above the exterior of our egg. So our egg is our firmament. It's our shell, which is where we live. It's our egg. It's what we do our things in, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to put it in somewhat of layman's terms, if you will. It's not even fair to say that, but I'm just trying to find so then they're just, anyway, it was just this, so looking at it from a biblical standpoint, if you will, but seeing the old artistry of when the man is sticking his head out of the alchemical thing, and it's the world, and he's sticking his head into the stars, but we're everything in it's just like this egg and this firmament. It's like the firmament, the shell, this bubble in a way, but the waters above, and then all kinds of electricity from the waters above are hitting the outside of our energetic egg. Anyway, that's where I was at. I know it doesn't make any sense, but they're just showing me that. And to me, it makes sense, but I know it doesn't always ring for everybody else, but oh, it's just so fun, so fun. So now I'm in the deep hole. And Arlie, I feel like I need to call you and ask you all kinds of questions, because I have so many questions and I don't know who to call. And I'm like, I need to call Arlie. Because so much of it is about a faith that I don't know. There's so much through the sands that keep on showing up that has to do with the Jewish faith for me. And I think Yom Kippur is this week, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I'll
Right?
hook you up with my US rabbi.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have so many questions. Okay. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you. We're all complete, I guess. Audrey, do you feel like sharing something, or are you still processing? Okay, good. Thank you. So I am not totally sure how much time we have left, Sharon. Can you tell me?
Yeah, I think we're getting, when we're usually, we have up to an hour and a half. We do not use an hour and a half. So,
Oh,
when-
yeah.
when you feel complete.
Yeah. Okay, that's so. What strikes me is that there's so much fluid in all our journeys. There's so much water. There's so much, rivers, inner rivers, crystal rivers. Water for me, it means emotions and healing. It's so beautiful, and we need it. We just need that. So I'm really, really pleased and thankful for all your sharings. Beautiful, really beautiful sharings. And I had the intention of sharing something with you, because I am on a crossing roads in my work. I can feel that, I can see that I'm definitely not the only one. And I definitely don't know where I'm going, but I'm just following the flow. And I came across an oracle deck last week, which I immediately ordered because it resonated so deeply. And maybe you know it, it's this one. And I really intend to pull one card for this circle today. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, so I will. the invite the card who really wants to come forward from this deck and support this beautiful circle of golden light and love. Oh, wow. This is so fun. Show you. Isn't that amazing? And I will read it for you. Let's see. 42. It's the Rainmaker, and the essence is the Rainmaker is the master of manifestation who can call on the elements of nature to serve the greater good. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, great beauty and benefit flow to all. When this power is used for personal gain only, everyone suffers. When the earth is parched, the Rainmaker calls the waters from the heavens, and all that is dormant in the fields and in people's hearts spring to life again. Then I read the invitation. The invitation. The Rainmaker is calling you to create something new from the elements that are already in your life. Be sure you work with what is and not with what might be or could have been. The seeds that have been silently germinating in your heart will burst forth, ready for the sunlight. Do not hold back. Put all your chips on the next roll of the divine dice. And the medicine of Rainmaker is recognize how you are co-creating your world. Nothing is happening out there without your involvement. Remember that the world is only mirroring back to you the condition of your love and your intent. So change these within before you take any action. Do not take life personally. Aho. Yeah, so the Rainmaker. I will send an image to Sharon with the text so that it can be forwarded to all of you. And yeah, it's an amazing deck, really. Is there anybody who knows this deck already? Yeah. Oh, many of you. It's just out here. Can you imagine? We're a little late though, but I guess everything comes with a reason, and everything comes to you with a reason as well. So it's just time for me to receive this deck. And yeah, actually, there's nothing special I would like to share with you now. And if there's anything you love to share, please do. And if not, I'd love to close the circle and give thanks to everyone and to the spirit world and to everyone who is ready here. So is there anyone who loves to?
I just really want to thank you, Angelique, for hosting in such a beautiful manner. And for all of us, creating this great space. Audrey will be our host next week, so we'll be holding her as she holds us. So, Angelique.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, I only have to share that this week I will not be on Thursday in Circle because then I'm in Drenthe, of course. And I will set my intention and be with you in spirit. And I would really love to thank you all for this beautiful togetherness and happy to share with you. And it's exciting to be with you because it feels like we know each other and we don't. And that's very exciting and loving. So I would give thanks I would give thanks to the beloved Mother. I would give thanks to all four sacred directions, to the Divine Mother Father, to all creature teachers, and our elders and ancestors. I give thanks to our tag teams and who are with us all the time, who work for us, who create us, our beauty within. I'm thankful for the teachings and the love, and I'm really thankful for all beautiful sharings of my beautiful sisters tonight. It feels as a great treasure to have received all this beauty. I'm thankful to walk on this beautiful planet, planet Earth, and to be part of your beautiful transition, your guidance and your love, your mirroring, your challengings. And with every step I take, I know intuitively that I come closer to Source every day with every minute. And I'm thankful for that. I give thanks to all angels and archangels, especially to Michael. And I give thanks to everyone which I have not mentioned, but who is present and has been present in this circle tonight. May we all walk in beauty. Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
thank you, everyone. Thank you, Angelique. And hugs and kisses until we meet again, and bumps.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Angelique.
Thank
Bye,
you.
thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Angelique.
Bye.